So we have understood about data types, operators, input and output statements. We have also seen the importance of control flow by understanding about loops and conditional statements, right? We have seen so many things. Now it's time for us to understand how does your practice test will be and how does your exam pattern will be, right? So you can just check with the syllabus for it by typing MTA Python in Google. You'll be directly going into the Microsoft website. Your exam code is 98381 and you can check the syllabus here by clicking this link. You can directly see, you'll be directly going into the web page where this is your exam code and you can see the syllabus here, the skills measured. When you click on this, you'll be directly going into a web page and you need not pay any additional amount because once you purchase the course, one you can access the practice portal n number of times, which I'll be giving you, and you will be able to take the exam. Once you successfully finish the course, we will be giving you an exam slot. So these are the skills measured because we have finished about understanding data types and operators. Then we have also seen input and output statements. We have understood the importance of decisions and loops, right? Now let's try to understand how does your exam pattern will be, because your MTA exam is of 45 minutes duration. It is online. We'll be booking you a slot, so you need not worry about those things. It's our thing to make sure that you easily take the exam, because first thing you need to have the practice part, right? So for the practice part, we have specially designed a portal called as Talented Monkeys. You can just type the name Talented Monkeys in browser. You'll be directly going into a web page where you can see our details code, and because we have built the website on our own along with the format of MTA. The same thing you can use for JavaScript also if you have taken that course also, because we have specially designed the portal so that you will get the format of exam. I cannot say the same questions, right? So you should just understand the drag and drop format and how does your MTA exam will be, because MTA exams, the main theme of Microsoft is to make you understand how logical you are and how you are able to crack the questions within given time interval, right? So just mark my words, it's simple. If you clearly practice the portal n number of times, so that you can easily clear the exam very easily. So directly go to the web page. It is talentedmonkeys.com. You can see Python quiz, Python weekly quiz. You have JavaScript also. So as you are into Python course, you have main quiz and weekly quiz. So my suggestion is first start with weekly quiz, because we have just started with data types, operators, input output statements. So you can easily practice the week 1 quiz. So if you click on this directly, it will ask you to log in. As you are the first time user, right? The thing is you need to create a new account. So you just start creating new account, give your username. I'll just give my username. See, the password must have at least 8 characters, at least 1 digit, at least 1 lowercase. You know the simple process, right? So my team has designed in a very good way so that you follow it correctly. Just make sure that you just use it and give your email ID. I'll just give my email ID here. And it is asking again email ID. So just go with the process very clearly. It will be easier for you. And just give your first name. So your first name, it's up to you how do you give it. Because you can see the warning symbol over there. That means you need to, those are the required fields. Okay. This is not mandatory. It's up to you if you want to fill it or not. Let me just fill up with some details. And let me fill the country name also. Yeah, it's India, right? So once you fill these details, make sure that you note your username and password. This is only for the practice part. Again, for taking the Microsoft exam, we need to go for the creation of certificate account. I'll be discussing at the end of it. You need not worry about it. The main thing is you need to only worry about how far your practice is going on. Okay, once you create the account, once you click on this, you can clearly see it will prompt you onto the screen. An email should have been sent to your address. Okay, just check that email ID. I'll be opening my email ID and show you. So once you log into your email, you'll be getting a confirmation mail from us like this. Okay, once you click on that, you can see, hi Saket Karlepu, a new account has been requested at Talented Monkeys. Okay, please don't reply to this any mail IDs, because if you have any queries, please drop in the discussion section. I'll be helping you out. You need not worry. We are there to support you, because Our theme is to make every passionate learner achieve better results. Okay, just click on this link so that your account registration is successful, right? Thanks Saket Kallepu, your registration has been confirmed. Very good. So then click on continue directly. Okay, you can see here Python weekly, enroll me here. So it's better to click on enroll me so that directly you will be going into enroll option. So there you can see the points of, there you can directly see the points where you are prompting on your screen. No need of tour here because it's the interface where you'll be guiding you. You have topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4. What are these topics? Because we have designed in our portal in such a way that once you finish each and every topics, because if you go to the skills measured here, see the weightage is nothing but you'll be getting that many number of questions. So divide yourself. You'll be getting 38 questions in the exam. So accordingly make sure you make the weightage into it, because you see 20 to 25% of data types and operators, those are not basics. They play a very key role, right? Along with the decisions and loops, IO operations. See, make sure 25%, 30%, 25%. For sure, I can guarantee at least you'll get 10 to 15 questions, right? So make sure that you are good till operations, functions, operations, conditional statements and loops, because they play a very key role. The next important things we'll be learning about functions in the next videos. So start practicing the topic 1. The good thing is you can practice first 3 topics because 4th topic is not needed because this is not part of MTA syllabus. But in this Python course, we'll be covering about classes, database connections, building an API. We'll be working on it. But for your Microsoft examination point of view, you need to practice topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. And you can practice each topic at least 10 times. Because if you practice more than 3 times, the questions will be jumbled. We have dumped around 300 plus questions so that the more you practice, not only weekly quiz, you need to practice main quiz because the main quiz is with timer. So first start going with the topic 1. It includes data types, operators, conditional statements. As we have also finished control statements, so in this video I'll be discussing some questions, not all, because if I solve all then it will be easy for you, right? So I'll click on this. I'll show you how to practice. You can just see grading method, attempt quiz now, because if you crack at least more than 8 or more than 8.5, then you have the chances. So I can't expect you will be doing on the first attempt. You need not worry. Just practice it more number of times. Every topic you can make more than 5 times. Because if you take more than 3 times, the questions will be jumbled. 4th time, 5th time, you can expect same questions. We are marking up more questions into the portal. Okay. Now let's start with this. You are creating a Python program. If your question is so long, you need not worry. Just break it into pieces because you need to go with reverse engineering format, right? So start is input of, end is input of. You need to complete the program. Which code should you use? Because when you use input function, what does that mean? We are storing in the format of string, right? So we are having 2 strings. Then how do you combine 2 strings? Just make it very simple. If you go for the first point, it is an integer. So the outcome is an integer. So integer plus string, concatenation error, right? Here, let's go for third option. String of int of end minus int of start. Third option is, again it is an integer. You are confused with second and fourth options, right? Because when you go for end, if user enters in the format of any number, right? If it is end minus start, so if it is of number format, obviously it is done. But you need to make sure that it should be correct, right? You need to calculate the number of years. So make sure that you don't take any chances because user may enter anything, whether float or string. So just try to convert that thing to integer. So int of end minus int of start, and these strings should be concatenated. So you should use plus str. So plus str of int of end minus int of start. So just click on this. This could be the option. So once you finish this question, if you have anything, you can just keep flag. But most of the questions are very easy for you to understand. So you need not worry about it. Even if you flag the question, you can just check it out later. Because in your exam pattern, you'll be having next option and previous, and you can review the question later. You need not worry. Once we move on to the course, I'll be showing you the sample screen of the exam also. I'll be showing a sample screen, not the complete exam. So that it will be easy for you to practice. Okay, let me check some random question again. I'm going to 10th question. Good. Which of the following operators has its associativity from right to left? If you remember, we have discussed about operator precedence and associativity, right? Simple. It is directly double star, because the more you save the time, that will be easier for you. Then click on next page. So in that way you choose the questions. I'll try to solve at least 5 questions so that I'll make you understand how to use the portal. Then it is your hand to make sure that it will be easier. So what will be the output of following code? You need not worry that there is no parenthesis here. We are making you tricky. So if there is error exactly, you'll be getting an option in the error. But no need to worry, you don't have print parenthesis. Just leave it aside. But go with the option. But make it simple. Do you have any append function for tuple? There is no, right? Because tuples doesn't have append function, right? So obviously, even though don't look at this, even though at this point you'll get an error. Let me prove it, because I can show you an ideally, but make sure that in your exam you cannot use any Python terminal. But for your practice, you can check yourself, because there they have given something like my tuple is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now once you press enter, A is a tuple, right? So just make sure that in the first attempt you can use ideally to check yourself, but from second and third attempts, don't try to use ideally. For your understanding, I'm using it. But when we go for A dot, do we have append function? No, right? So if I give A dot append of anything, obviously I'll be getting an attribute error, right? So that is where the answer is error. So you need not worry about it. The answer is error directly. Even though you don't have parenthesis in the third statement, it is also error in the second statement itself. So that is how this option is. Now let me choose some random. Okay. Which of the following represents the bitwise XOR operator? If you remember, we have discussed about bitwise operators, and, or, not, XOR, right? Simple. If it is XOR, it is obviously cap. Because if you remember, we have discussed about bitwise operators, like if you take 2 bits like 5 bar 3, right? If it is 5 ampersand 2, like union, intersection, and 5 cap 3, sorry, 5 cap 3, right? Because if you can directly check the binary format, just convert this given number into binary, it will be easier for you. So for your practice, you can use ideally, but it is not preferable to use from the second and third attempt, because in your exam, you are not allowed to use any other portals, because we'll be monitoring you. It is very much easier. Out of 38 questions, you need to get 70% to get the Microsoft certificate. For the one time, you can take up with the course, but my strong belief is, and I have trained more than so many people, more than 1000 plus people all over the India. From the past 2 years, we have nearly 95% of success ratio. You believe it or not, even from lockdown, that is March 20 till June or July, at least till August, we have trained at least 600 plus participants, and we have good success ratio of around 95%. Even a student from 7th class has easily cracked it. You need not worry. If you follow this portal, then you can easily crack the exam. Okay. Once you finish it, let me choose some around the last questions. Okay, good. Now, this is the variable name. We are giving tuple repeating with 7 times, right? Because you can repeat a tuple, right? A set cannot be repeated, but a tuple can be repeated, right? So you're having it as 7 times. Then we are asking the length of the tuple between 3:8. So when I say 3:8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? We are having 5 elements in it. So directly the answer is 5, I can tell. Even if you wanted to cross check it, I'll prove it. I'll give A is equal to, I am taking tuple of A is equal to, it is in the format of nested tuple, right? It is in the format of 1, 2 of repeating with 7. It's not nested tuple. We are just giving, yeah, it is nested tuple actually. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Because we are repeating it. Okay. And we are asking it to give the length between 3:8, because in 3:8 we are having 5 elements. So directly you will get 5. But people may think that the length is basically 4. No. don't come to that conclusion part. But if we are having indexing, that may be 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh god, that can be 3, 4 also. Let me prove it. See, why we are getting 4? That's where you'll get confused. So it is not 5, it is 4. Because when you go for 3 is to 8, you can say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 elements. But check the length of original tuple. When we go for 7, we are having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even I kept 5 just to make you tricky. But make sure that when you go for slicing in this part, how many elements are lying in the original tuple? Then you find out the length in the slicing part. That's where you can make it very simpler. So in that way you can choose. And even let me solve this last question, because I have solved nearly 5 questions, and this is the last question I will be solving it. So it is your hand to make sure that you practice this topic 1 rigorously. Then it will be very much easier for you. To concatenate 2 strings to a third, what statements are applicable? So generally when you go for concatenation, you will take plus symbol. So directly you see for plus symbol, there is no plus symbol. You will get worried. And you see for add option, add method, we don't have add method for string. But if you remember, when we discussed about string, I told you about how does the directory will work, because directory of str will give you the possible methods present on it. Because we have discussed about all the formatting conversions method, we also have an add method. That means we can combine 2 strings by plus symbol, right? We can combine 2 strings by plus symbol. But we also have one more option where we can use dot and double underscore add method, because when you give add method, it will automatically check with the given strings. So it will combine 2 strings. So it is a default method available for each and every type, whether it is string or list or tuple, anything. Add method is default available. So it's not option C, it's option B. So in this way you can just practice it. Once you finish all these questions, and we'll be also giving you directly answers once you finish the attempt. I did not finish all the attempts. I just only gave 6 questions. You have 32 questions. You may not get same order of questions. The options will be jumbled, questions will be jumbled. So once you have successfully done, then finish the attempt. So you will be asking you to what are the answers saved, you can see. And once you are good to go, click on submit all and finish. Yes, you will be getting explanation for each and every answer. See, whatever I have given, everything is correct. See, you got explanation. Just make sure that you can take a screenshot of each one of them, because once you go to old topic, this data is not saved. So try to make a screenshot of each and every option. So you can go for explanation. And if you have query in each and every explanation, I am there to help you out. Please raise the queries in discussion section. We'll be assisting you, because our main point is to make you understand the pattern of MTA with this portal, and easily you can crack the certification exam. So it's in your hands to make sure that you can easily practice it. My suggestion is just make sure that you can easily practice by following the instructions given in the videos and in this portal. You can easily crack the exam, right? It's in your hands. So I hope you start practicing it and make it very simple. So we have understood the usage of decision control instructions by using if, else and elif statements, and repetition control instructions or loops by using for, while keywords, along with differences between break, continue, pass and assert statements. The other interesting thing is we have seen the usage of else suit along with exception handling. In the end, we have also introduced our practice portal, thereby making you understand the format of Microsoft certification exam. So make sure you start practicing it by following the guidelines mentioned. So accordingly, once topics are finished, we will do practice it. The more you use the portal, the best chances you have in clearing the exam easily. As we have a 95% of success ratio, most of our previous participants have easily cracked the exam by using the portal widely. I am sure you will be doing the same. So don't delay it. keep going and never hesitate to raise queries in discussion section. I'll be guiding you completely. So we will understand about functions in the next videos. Thank you.